I just thought it would be a good idea for the family to look at later on in life. Probably the grandchildren perhaps are not quite so interested, but perhaps in 20, 30 years' time they might be more so.
Your book is all about living in Lincolnshire. What do you think the typical Lincolnshire life is?
Well, I would say that it sums it up in the book, really, but it's changing now considerably with the influx of migrants and that sort of thing. It's somewhat different now to what it was, 60, 70 years ago.
In the shops, what would you expect the book to be?
I wouldn't say I expect it to be a blockbuster or anything like that. Not actually, when Waterston's talked about having a signing, I thought I'd have to drum up a bit of support, and not like Katie Price winding round the block. And so I've been quite pleasantly surprised with the response. It's amazing, really.
You're a sportsman. What sports did you do when you were younger?
I started off playing football at school, and then, of course, I was in the army during the war for virtually 3 years, and I played, after the war finished, we played a bit of football and hockey and that sort of thing. I was in India, largely, and then I came out and took up football again at Boston. They were quite keen. Used to get quite good crowds, 5,000 and 6,000 people on Saturdays used to watch the first team, and 1,500 people to watch the reserves regularly, which there's a lot of enthusiasm then. And then I got interested in tennis, and those days, if you were a professional footballer, you weren't allowed to play in any tennis tournaments as an amateur or anything like that. So I began to get more interested in tennis and dropped the football and took up hockey and tennis. And so it went on.
Did you take up tennis as a hobby or just professionally?
It was a hobby basically, really, but I did contemplate taking it up professionally, and made one or two invasions in that respect, as you see in the book, but didn't really take it up. Oh yes, so there's Boston Swimming Club, sort of notable there.